Governor Hilario Davide formally took his oath as the new governor of Cebu. And shortly thereafter, appointed a new CPDRC warden as well as a consultant for jail matters. As warden, he appointed Vicente Manansala, and as consultant for jail matters, the governor appointed Mark Toral.
So it does not hurt because it refers to some legal ground.
Now,
We don't have legal ground to defend.
Mr. Mark Toral,
Pero kaya binigay na rin namin ang legal for saying
as is shown, this is Mr. Mark Toral,
sila para sa amin lang.
is known by everyone as he himself had admitted to have been previously charged with violations of the Dangerous Drugs Act. In fact, he had served time in the Mandaue City Jail for about 8 years, after which, according to him, his case was on appeal, and in this particular interview that he gave to Mr. Ador Vincent S. Mayon of the Cebu Daily News, he stated himself, "I know how it feels to be in prison." In 2002, Toral was arrested inside the Mandaue City Sports Complex for allegedly selling less than a gram of shabu to a female friend. The woman had earlier tipped off the NBI. After 8 years, his case in the Court of Appeals, he had earlier been convicted by the Regional Trial Court for life imprisonment and sentenced for life imprisonment. His case, he elevated this to the Court of Appeals, and the Court of Appeals subsequently, according to this interview, reversed the decision of the RTC. Mr. Mark Toral, if you could see, even in this interview, showed off his tattoo. This tattoo, according to him, shows proof of his 7 years behind bars, his BC 45 tattoo for Batang Cebu 45, inked by fellow inmates. Mr. Chair, it is notable that in our Justice Committee hearing on the new Bilibid prison anomalies, specifically on the proliferation of drugs in the new Bilibid prison, one of the inmates that had submitted an affidavit was named ex-police officer Gilberto Acenas Durano, miyembro ng Batang Cebu Brotherhood BC 45. The coincidence is quite striking, Mr. Chair, because by his own admission, this Mr. Gilberto Durano had in fact stated in his affidavit that they were supplying shabu. Sinabi ko agad sa kanya, mayroon akong kaibigang nakalaya na ang pagkakulong ay mayroon siyang malaking negosyo ng pagbibenta ng shabu sa Cebu. He was referring to, tinutukoy ko noon, si Jeffrey Diaz alias Jaguar, dahil dito sinabi sa akin ni Ronnie na siya ay lubos na interesado na makausap. Well, so much for the tattoo.